Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good day. I bid to our lecturer, Professor Dr. Abdul bin Leman and all the students that watch this video. This video is a group project presentation about faulty escalator at Mass Rapid Transit (MRT). Our group members consist with 4 person, uh, which are Muhammad Isa as a group project manager, Muhammad Ilias as a planning manager, Aliah Nadhirah as a finance manager, and myself, Muhammad Nazif Aiman, is a project engineer. Okay, this is the content of our group presentation. It will consist introduction, project planning and project details. In introduction, we will discuss about background of the organization, the details of the problem. In project planning, we will discuss the project timetable and work breakdown structure, WBS. And the last part is project detail. We will discuss the project approach.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Aliah Nadhirah and I will talk about the background of our organization. So, Rapid KL is a public transport system that is run by Rapid Rail and also Rapid Bus. There are two divisions of Prasarana Malaysia. It is followed by a federal government restruct during of the public transport systems in Kuala Lumpur. Its coverage included the entire Kuala Lumpur and Klang Valley regions. So, MRT organizations are typically responsible for the planning, construction, operation, and maintenance of the mass rapid transit systems. These organizations aim to provide a reliable, safe and convenient mode of transportation for the commuters or the passengers. So this establishment and management of the MRT organization itself involves collaboration between government bodies, transportation authorities, and sometimes the private entities. So that is our background of organization. So right now I'm gonna explain the details of the problem that we're gonna focus on, which is about escalator. So some people may see escalator is just, the transport of moving up and moving down from the upper place and down place. So the details of this problem is that there are some congestion and overcrowding. This usually happens when there are too many people trying to get on the escalator. And this is leading to inconvenience for commuters and disruptions in the smooth functioning of the transit system, because maybe some people wanted it to go fast, so they just climb up the escalators, but some of them need to wait to the other side. So another problem is that sometimes escalators suddenly stops or becoming inoperable. This is because maybe the escalators doesn't have their own maintenance or what. So last but not least, escalators sometimes may fall victim to vandalism or misuse by individuals. So from here we can see that sometimes the kids tends to move the opposite way of the escalators. So that's why I say escalators may sometimes fall victim to vandalisms. That's all from me.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. I bid to Professor bin Leman. Today I will be briefly presenting our project timetable. Um, Me, Mohamed Mohamed Safri, as a lead for this project. So to start the project, first of all, in the first week, we actually have three different tasks, and also we have the three different tasks is in the same phase, which is initiating. First of all, the project kick-off meeting, which where we discuss about our objective. We discuss about mostly overall about the project, and it started on 1st of June, 2023, and ended on the 2nd of June. Just 2 days of work. And next, in initiative phase, we will evaluate project feasibility and risk. So we need to know everything, the risk, the cost, everything that we need to know, so the project will be fluently go. Okay. And the third one, in initiating phase, it will be the begin vendor research and selecting process. We need to select which vendor we want to choose, and we need to evaluate them. We need to make sure that they are trusted, they are capable to do this type of work. Okay, on the next phase, which is a planning phase, we stakeholders, all the stakeholders in our company, will finalize the project scope and objective within 2 days, which is from 16 June until 17 June, and only one working days. That means that we can determine the objective within the days. And next, to develop a detailed project plan, we need to have a plan, and we to settle the plan we need 6 days, which is from 1st June until um 22nd June, 17th June until 22nd June, and that will take 6 days and 4 working days. So with the project plan, we can know overall basic needs that to executing the project. And also the third one, in the planning phase, draft the project budget and obtain a necessary approval. In this case, that we need approval from many department, many authority, like CIDB. We need authority from the Rapid KL itself to make sure that we can run this project. And it takes only 3 days and 2 working days. And all the budget, basically, as we mentioned, recently is $1 million lah. And then we complete the procurement process for required technologies and vendors. So from our vendor selected on the initiative phase, we need to know that whether the vendors are capable to give us the technology and training. And it will take around 7 days for the complete the procurement process, which is from 18 June until 24th June. All right, for the executing phase, we started with implementation of condition of monitoring system. Basically, the monitoring system is to monitor the health and the status of the escalator system itself, whether uh, it is good to be operate or not, and it will take around 24 working days to complete the implementation, from 1st of July until 3rd of August. And we deploy a escalator remote monitoring system, which is usually with utilizing SCADA system, which is supervisory control acquisition of data. And from 1st July until 10th of August, it will take around 29 working days. So after during the SCADA system is implemented, we implement also a predictive maintenance software, where we can predict whether the system is can operate usually, or we need to stop for further maintenance. And the integration testing for the implemented system from all the three system, we need to test lah whether the system is good to operate. And we conduct a training to staff to using the technology, as the technology is quite new, and in it must have a very skillful person, knowledgeable person to handle the technology. All right, now after the execution phase is done, all the technology has been applied. So we started to monitor the performance and effectiveness of the technology. So to make sure, as I say recently, that to make sure the machine is good to go and to good to give a service, and it will take around 10 days of the process, which is from 1st of September until 14 September, 10 working days and 14 days lah. So, and the next one on the monitoring control, we analyze data from the conditioning monitoring and predictive maintenance. Since it's a new technology, we need to analyze whether the technology is reliable or not, and it will take around 10 days. And we perform necessary adjustment and fine tuning. If there any from our analyzation, if there are any anomalies and some kind of error, we need to adjust lah and using fine tune with the vendor lah. Vendor need to teach us how to do the adjustment and so on. So we address if there are any issues, we address the issues and escalator out gauge promptly lah. Maksudnya that means that we repair if anything's wrong, and it will take around 15 working days. It's quite long. And now we already at week 21. So on the monitoring and control is not done yet. We have still two, which is two WBS, work-based structure, which is review project progress against the plan, timeline, budget, and quality metrics. So from here, we can see that we take 9 working days to review all our progress and to see whether we reach our timeline, we reach our due date or early, the budget which is exceed or not, and the quality metrics of the technology itself. Uh, and we implement a corrective action and mitigation strategies as needed lah. We will take around 12 days from 15th of November until 30th of November. All right, for the closing phase, we will finalize. First of all, we will finalize the documentation, including the project reports, accidental reports, and lesson learned from this project. Every lesson learned that we can learn, and we will not. We will apply it on our next project. It will take around 5 days to complete the documentation, complete the audit. It will take around from 1st December until 7 December, and we evaluate the overall project performance and the success criteria, and from there we can see whether the success rate of our project is um, actually must be higher than failure rate lah. If the failure rate is higher, that means our project is tend to be fail lah on the next project. So we conduct a project review meeting with the stakeholders, with the CEO, with all the executive, to show them whether our project is very reliable and sustainable. And from there, they can evaluate our works, whether it is good or it is bad. So, and we took around 1 week after the meeting done. The meeting will take around 4 days. After the 4 days, we took around 7 days to make sure the operational of the escalator are doing great. And from there, we close the contract with the vendors and deliver the project completely to the vendors. Uh, all right. From there, also I will insert the link for this Gantt chart, a little bit detail about this Gantt chart in Excel form. Thank you. That's all for me.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Nazif Aiman bin Mohamed Izamshah with the metric number AN210047. We'll continue with this group presentation about work breakdowns structure, WBS. First of all, we must know what is a work breakdown structure. A work breakdown structure (WBS) is a hierarchical decomposition of a project into smaller and more manageable components. It organizes deliverables, tasks, and also activities into a structured framework, allowing for better planning, coordination, and control of the project. Next, uh, it reduces the project scope down into manageable components and offers a visual depiction of it. It facilitates the organization of the project's tasks, dependencies, and resource need. Okay, in our project, the MRT escalator overhaul project is divided into various work areas, each of each of which is represented by separate categories in the WBS. The project shows they are separated into four phases, which are project management, technological solution, integration and testing, and also documentation and closure phase. Okay, this is a tree map that shows the work breakdown structure for MRT escalator overhaul that divided into four phases. The first phase is project management. The second is technological solution. The third one is integration and testing. And the last one is documentation and closure. I will explain each of these phases in the next slide. Okay, moving on to the first phase, which is management phase. In project management, it consists in stakeholder meeting, vendor selection, and contract finalization. In this phase includes all project management and coordination related tasks in this phase. Uh, It ensures duties including holding kick-off meetings, determining stakeholders and their responsibilities, choosing vendor, and concluding contracts. The project management phase lays the groundwork for the project's execution to be successful, and it is a cost-free phase. Okay, the second phase is technological solution phase. This technological phase consists condition monitoring system, predictive maintenance software, escalator remote monitoring system, and escalator maintenance robot. This phase focus on putting the project's chosen technological solution into practice. It ensure the use of an escalator maintenance robot, a remote monitoring system for escalator, predictive maintenance software, and condition monitoring system, like I explained just now. Depending on the technology being used, specialized procedure, including installation, configuration, and testing, may be necessary in this phase. Okay, next, the third phase is integration and testing phase. Planning for system integration, carrying out integration testing to ensure the smooth operation of various components, and teaching personnel how to use modern technologies to assess the effectiveness of the implemented solution are tasks that fall under this category. This category consists system integration planning, integration testing, and user acceptance testing. Okay, last but not least, the final phase is documentation and closure phase. It consists of final documentation preparation and project closure. We'll see what is the explanation. This phase take place with project paperwork and project closure related tasks. It ensures duties including creating project reports, gathering project documentation, recording project lesson learned, and holding a project review meeting. with stakeholders. This phase intend to document the project's result, assess its effectiveness, and aid in successful conclusion. I think this is the last phase of the work breakdown structure. That's all from me. Thank you.
So, and my name is Mohamed. So I'm going to explain about the project approach. So in this project approach, I want to explain about how we going to solve this issue and what kind of method that we use. So there is four. One is escalating condition monitoring system. So by applying the system, we can find a early problem of the escalator. So it can give a warning to the consumer to know whether the condition of the escalator are in a good or in a moderate uh, conditions. So by applying this method, this information, we can extend the life of the escalator. Second is predictive maintenance of software. So this software can improve the first point is the monitoring system, where we use a machine learning algorithm to analyze data from escalator and forecast the maintenance, because sometimes maintenance must be done on time. So sometimes uh, it's vary whether uh, the part of the skeleton can be damaged in some way that we have not predict. So by using this software, we can allow this maintenance done in a immediate response. So the next point is a remote monitoring system. So remote monitoring system more to like a CCTV, where you can monitoring the system remotely from a faraway place. So this is important to let uh, the consumer know 24 hour of the condition of the escalator wherever we are. So this is important to keep the system going. So next is a maintenance robot. So this maintenance robot especially to create and carry out the regular check, cleaning, and small repair on escalator. So this robot can increase the reliability of the escalator by keeping it more operability on daily use. So I guess this for me. Thank you. So for this conclusion of this project will be proceed according to a clearly laid out 6 month schedule. Begin on June 1st, 2024, and this project will be in a proper management and coordinate plan to successfully execute the project. So as my friend has been explained, how the process, the phase, all that thing can improvise our management to make this project complete on time. So by the end of this completion of this project, we can have a reliable technology solution and better repair method that will uh, be used to cut down on the schedule breakdown. So by applying this four method that we use, we can we can make sure that the escalator can operate better than the previous, which save a lot of money for the company. So that's it for our project.